State capture is not an end in itself. The purpose of state capture is to repurpose the state institutions to make policy that benefits the people at the top, make returns to capital higher than they would be in a free market. Mm-hmm. Now, you say we have not addressed corruption.
Can I actually read a question from a viewer?
Yes,
viewer says, this is Kilonzo Daniel Muli, the elephant in the room is corruption.
Yep.
Can Ndii tell Kenyans tonight how William Ruto and the Kenya Kwanza Alliance will fight corruption should he win? It is in the public domain that Kenya Kwanza has in totality ignored corruption.
Let me be very
discussions.
Clear. You have to have a theory of change if you want to change something. What's our theory of change? Our theory of change is that the executive cannot police itself. And it so happens that's exactly how the writers of the Constitution, which include Oduor Ongwen and myself, saw it. So all democracies create independent oversight institutions because they know that once you give the executive the authority to spend, to control and spend money, they need somebody else to watch over them. When you say that the president is going to fight corruption, what you're saying, he has the power to decide who gets caught and who doesn't get caught. Okay? So we have said our job is to deliver on the economy. What we shall do is empower the people who are supposed to watch us so that they can do the job. Why are they not watching us? Because they are captured.
When did the principals of Kenya Kwanza, who have formed 60 to 70% of Jubilee, discover that those institutions were captured?
I'm the one who has pushed that agenda.
Are those who are your principals, are they aware of your concerns?
They are persuaded that the way to get them, all of us out of this, because when we started working together, they were under intense pressure of weaponization of corruption against them politically.
Okay.
So they learned that it is not good. You know, there's this thing which we say that if you are creating a cell, a prison cell, think about the cell that you could end up in. So my teammates now, when they were on the other side, they did not think that the shoe would ever be on the other foot. So, and it happens. So let's be honest. It happens that they have borne the brunt of weaponization, but they made their bed. They're the ones who made that bed. So they're lying on it. So the fact that we have taken the position that the best system to have is the one envisaged by the Constitution. I was sitting in the audience. Let me finish.
And after this, I'll jump.
I was sitting in the audience in Chatham House in London when William Ruto was asked this question. And unprompted, and we were sitting in the front row with many of our colleagues. And as you know, many of our colleagues have baggage. And I don't think he was prompted. I don't think he was speaking to them. And he was explaining and said, look, the point I am trying to make is that it is not the president's job to police even his own government. It is between the people who do corruption and the law. Okay? So now, I do not know what anybody else, whether that person is Uhuru Kenyatta or Raila Odinga, or anybody can make as credible as a commitment as to say, look, I will relinquish all the controls that we have refused to relinquish to the judiciary, to the DCI, to the anti-corruption, so that if I, William Ruto, as president, is culpable, I can be investigated.
Okay, fair enough. Oduor.